Hello there, my name is Solmaz, and you are listening to Tabling Thoughts podcast. In this podcast, I talk about my experiences as a relationship coach and psychotherapist. The little things that I noticed in my clients' day to day lives, which may affect the quality of their lives and relationships enormously, and for some reasons, they don't pay that much of attention to them. As I mentioned, I'm a relationship coach and I also practice as a psychotherapist in Ontario, Canada. In order to get more information about me, you may check my Instagram account, YouTube, or my other podcasts via the links in description. This is the 24th episode of Tabling Thoughts podcast, recorded and published in December 2024, where I will be talking about decluttering your life. Decluttering your life or making space for what truly matters to you. In this episode, we are going to dive into the concept of decluttering your life. Not just your physical space, but also your mind, your relationships, and your digital world. Decluttering doesn't just mean organizing your home. It's about clearing all the unnecessary to make room for what truly matters. By the end of this episode, you will have practical techniques and examples to help you simplify and feel more at peace. So let's see, what does decluttering your life mean? At its core, decluttering is all about removing anything that no longer serves a purpose or adds value to your life. It's not just physical, as I said. It's mental, emotional, and even digital. When we declutter, we reduce distractions, make intentional choices, and create space for what aligns with our own values and goals. Think of it like pruning a tree. By cutting away the dead branches, you just allow new growth. The same applies to our lives. Decluttering helps us grow in the directions that matters most. So as I said, there are different aspects of life to declutter, right? The first one is physical space. Why does it matter? Because a cluttered environment often leads to a cluttered mind. Studies show organized spaces can improve focus, reduce stress, and increase productivity. Let me ask you a question. How many times you were distracted at your home office and tried to work because of the cluttered desk you had? Or have you ever experienced to have an overstuffed closet with clothes that you never wear them? Or kitchen drawers filled with gadgets that you even forgot you had them. So when you declutter this kind of physical spaces, you're freeing your space and you're helping to free your mind. Another aspect of life decluttering will be your mental clutter. Mental clutter includes overthinking, negative self-talk, or constantly juggling too many tasks in your head. For example, worrying about things out of your control or holding onto past mistakes. It sounds familiar, right? When you declutter your mind, it improves clarity, creativity, and decision making. The third aspect is emotional clutter. This refers to unresolved emotions, grudges, or unhealthy attachments, such as lingering anger toward someone from past life. Having guilt over things you have already apologized for. When you try to declutter yourself emotionally, you're releasing emotional clutter, which will allow you to heal and focus on building positive connections. The fourth aspect is relationships. We often hold on many different kinds of relationships that they really don't serve us. We should know not all relationships are healthy or add value to our lives. For example, some friendships that drain your energy, or staying in a relationship out of obligation rather than mutual growth. So the impact of decluttering here is to give priority to healthy relationships, which will create emotional balance and joy. The last but not least is digital clutter. Digital clutter includes an overflowing inbox, unused apps, or constantly checking notifications. In my case, hundreds or even thousands of similar photos that I haven't had a chance to go through them and delete them. Or some people subscribe to content that doesn't inspire or educate them. The impact of digital decluttering will be saving your time and improving your focus. There are some techniques to declutter your life. For physical space, there is a technique that I love it. It's the 1-year rule. If you haven't used an item in the past year, donate, recycle, or throw it away. The bread maker you thought you would use, but you never did. It's time to let it go. Another technique for this kind of decluttering is to start small, meaning that begin with one drawer or one corner of a room. Organize your bedside table to start each day with a clean space. For clearing mental clutter, one technique is called brain dump, meaning that you can write down everything on your mind, then categorize and then give priority to each of them. You can use this for planning your week in order to not to let the tasks to swirl in your head. The other technique could be mindfulness practices. Use meditation or deep breathing to ground yourself. Spend 5 minutes focusing on your breath to reset your mind. How to let go of your emotional clutter. The first technique is forgiveness exercises, meaning that write a letter to the person you are holding anger toward, but don't send it. This helps release pent-up emotions and bring closure. Another technique that I'm eagerly fond of it is journaling. Write about what's weighing you down emotionally and reflect on steps to release it. For example, journaling about a past regret can help you shift your perspective. When it comes to relationships, try to simplify them. First technique is to evaluate your inner circle. Ask yourself, does this person uplift me or drain me? Spend more time with supportive friends and less with those who criticize or manipulate. Set boundaries. Learn to say no to protect your time and energy. Politely decline the commitment that no longer aligns with your goals. For reducing digital clutter, first technique will be inbox zero. Unsubscribe from emails you never read and delete old messages. Set aside 15 minutes daily to clean up your inbox. Another technique is digital detox. Schedule phone-free hours or days. For example, no screens during meals or before bedtime. My friends, decluttering your life is a journey, not a one-time event. It's intentionally about choosing what you want to keep and what you're ready to let go of. Start small, be consistent, and celebrate the newfound space and freedom you create. Thank you very much for listening to today's episode. And if this episode resonates with you, share it with someone who could use a little decluttering in their lives. Until next time, stay intentional and be kind to yourself.